Good morning, traders. Today is Thursday, July 19th, and today we're going to be looking at IDOI. That's IDO Security Inc., traded on the bulletin board. Yesterday, the stock closed at the high of day of 37 cents. It opened at 32 cents, saw a low of day of 29 cents, and that was a gain of 5.74% on almost 150,000 shares traded. And you can see by the volume bar that was pretty good volume in comparison to how this stock trades. You can see going back all the way to December when the stock saw some high volume here, it really had a nice run from 10 cents all the way up to 50.5 cents just in a short period of time. So this stock is capable of some big moves in short periods of time. Looks like it has a pretty tight share structure based on the way that it moves on the volume that flows through it. You can see back here when it had this big run, the highest volume it had was about 1 million shares. So not a whole heck of a lot of dollar volume brought the stock price flying from 10 cents all the way up to 50 cents. Since that big run, it found support off of the moving averages. Notice it consolidated, but found support right here off the 100-day moving average where it bounced off of 31 cents and was trading in a tight channel here, holding above these moving averages. Then once it broke below the moving averages, it lost support and found a bottom around 22 cents. And that was right here in the beginning of June. And after it found that support off of 22 cents, it's been making higher lows off of that support level of 22. So now, recently, it found support 26, 28. Yesterday's low was 29 cents, so that's a higher low than the previous trading session, which is 28. So to me, that looks like a very good trend. We're seeing higher lows, and the stock is now back above the moving averages. It's above the 20-day and the 50 and the 200-day. The next key resistance is going to be the 100-day moving average, which is sitting at 39 cents. Let's take a look at some of the other indicators. The RSI is above the 50 overlay. We like seeing it above the 50-day moving average. It's also above the 50 line. I'd like to see the RSI continue to move north and get up in the power zone. Anything between 70 and 90 is considered the power zone. The last time the stock was up in the power zone, the RSI punched in the power zone back here. The stock hit 52.9, 56 cents. Back here when it hit the power zone, the stock hit 50 cents. So IDOI is very capable of making a nice percentage gain if we can see the RSI get up in the power zone. Looking at the PPO, these lines are also above the 50-day moving average. And same with the slow stow. So all the indicators are showing some strength. They're above the 50-day moving average, and that's very key when it comes to support. Another thing I'd like to point out is the 20-day moving average is coming up and getting ready to cross the 50-day moving average. Anytime you see one of the moving averages cross the other moving averages, that's what's known as a golden cross. And what tends to happen after a golden cross usually ends up being a breakout. You can go back here and look and see the last time there was a golden cross when this 20-day moving average rose above the rest of the moving averages. The stock price went from 40 cents all the way up to 45, 55 cents. So we're going to have our eye on IDOI. We've covered this one a lot in the past. We're bringing it back on everyone's radar. We like the chart setup. We also noticed a significant promotion underway. Saw some newsletters covering it last night, paid newsletters, and some big amounts disclosed in their disclaimers. However, we have not been compensated for our opinion. This is strictly just our opinion, and we do own shares that we bought out of the market. Thanks for tuning in. Be sure to stop by bluehorseshoestocks.com to see what else we're talking about.